Hello and welcome to the podcast. My name is Illura, and today's video I just wanted to touch on something that I was reminded of as I was watching last night some of the Harry Potter movie with my son. And Harry Potter has just been up in the sky playing Quidditch, and the Death Eaters are coming after him in the storm in the sky in the middle of this match. And he ends up falling, and Dumbledore sees it from his turret and says something like immobilizer or something like that.
Arresto momentum!
And he gets, basically his life gets saved. And I was so impressed with Dumbledore because he's in the moment. What makes him a great wizard, apart from the wisdom and I suppose other things of his character, but what it was for me that was standing out was that in that moment he was able to save Harry Potter's life because of all the past practice he'd done, peaking at a certain level. So in that moment when he needed to, he was able to save someone else's life. And there is a battle of light and dark in this world, not just in the movies. Truly there is. And there will be times maybe in the future when you need to protect someone from dark magic. I do think that stuff is on the rise, unfortunately. So we do need to be able to protect each other and protect ourselves. And so in those moments, we see what we're made of when we need to put our practice to the test, in a sense. And we need to be able to build ourselves to a level where we can be like Dumbledore, where we can just do what we need to do and to help someone or to help ourselves, help a situation. How do we do that? How do we get to that point where we can, send an energy out and it has an effect, that it actually is effective? And what it means is that we need to, in our practice, we need to have a regular practice. We need to have a very focused and sincere practice. And we need to be able to peak in our practice. What does it mean to peak? It means to reach the highest level that we're capable of and come from our sincerity. And it's all about mindset. It's not actually about whether you're good at it or not. You can have two different practitioners, both practicing the same thing. One of them doesn't have a very positive mindset. Maybe they are a little bit egotistical or they doubt themselves a lot, something like that. The other one has a really great mindset. They're really sincere and they're really dedicated to practicing, and they can both be at the same level, and which person's going to develop skill faster. So it's not about your skill level, it's about your mindset and peaking. What does peaking do? It also gives you that critical mass. You need to get enough momentum going with your practice, and that's through peaking your practice, doing your absolute best every single time. Even if you're just sitting down for 20 minutes to meditate, whether it's just focusing on a flame in a candle, tantric, or whatever it is, that you do it to your absolute best. Now, this doesn't mean, peaking doesn't mean that you are forcing, that you are creating loads of tension in order to get to that place of your practice that you want to develop the skill. What it means is you are incorporating and managing, engaging with all of those mechanics, those principles that you understand in your practice, in your lineage, and you're peaking at that level so that you're reaching that critical mass, so that you are progressing every single time, rather than what a lot of people can fall into, which is sloth, which is laziness, where they just kind of enter into the gateway in their practice and they're just like, yeah, whatever, I guess this is good enough, or I'm just gonna spend 20 minutes even getting into my practice. That is the worst gateway, and I know that from experience. I've done it too and made that mistake many, many times. And that first gateway you go through, the sacred gateway, and you travel through many gateways when you travel in meditation and healing. And the gateway that you first want to hit, that you go through, is your mental state, is your mind state, is your attitude. Sincerity is something we're always polishing, we're always refining, always making it better. And it's that mindset that is what makes a practitioner peak at their practice, and so that you can be like Dumbledore and save Harry from falling out of the sky. So make sure in your practice that you are reaching that critical mass. You might have a couple of skills you're developing, or just one, whatever it is. Really go for it. Really allow yourself to shine. It doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It doesn't mean you have to already be really, really good. You're just doing your best. That's all that it means. Doing your best over and over and over will help you to develop the kind of skill that actually has some effect in this world. It's not just some intellectual concept. It's not just some weak level of effect, that we actually can help heal other people. We can heal ourselves and transform, and which is what healing is. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye for now.